right?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, let me get
Should
my
be good to go.
understood. It's asking me like for permissions, to sign permissions and stuff. Okay. So, how are you feeling? How is life? That's always my first question. I know it's basic, but you should ask.
I love that. Life has been so good coming off of a great Thanksgiving weekend with family where I overate, overdrank, recharged, and then felt like it was finally time to go home after I absorbed all of that. So, what about you?
If I actually did go away to visit some family, I have like some family in Colombia and I went to go see them. And they're in Cali, which is like super hot and it's
Oh, wow.
all nature. And I there's like a running joke. I'm the most athletic, unathletic person. Like I
I love
love
it.
that stuff, but I can't do it. So I went like on hiking trails and just made sure I was the last one to get up to the mountain.
Amazing. How long did you go for?
I went for like a week.
Nice.
Yeah. But
Uh,
it's amazing. And I'm curious because you're going through this time of releasing music and kind of taking further steps into your own dream. How is it meeting family when you're in this space of kind of elevation?
it's pretty wild because they've seen me since I was a kid. I've known that I've wanted to be an entertainer since I was a kid. And so um thank goodness everything is starting to roll now, but there was many years where they just saw me grinding and playing at bars for $50 a night and a drink ticket, and them being like, I hope you're okay, I hope this is going to work out for you, because it's scary because all my sisters, went to law school and they
Yeah.
have like very steady jobs. And so I think it's kind of a relief for them that things are starting to roll, and they're just super proud. And they always put my videos up on the screen and I'm like, guys, please stop, this is so embarrassing. But they're proud, and it's amazing to go back and share it with them because they've really been on this journey with me since the very beginning, and they've seen like the good, the bad, and the ugly. So it's a really nice experience for us to have as a family.
I'm laughing because I know, and I know there's at least a few secret family group chats where everybody's like, I'm worried.
Oh, 100%.
I
And
know
then every time I do an interview where I discuss something that's like probably my parents don't want to hear, I get like an alarming text and I see their names pop up on my phone. And I'm like, oh, I know what this is about. Sorry,
I
guys.
I imagine that's really hard because you have your music that can be so emotional and vulnerable and very like purging of bad feelings. And with a family that's like you're not supposed to feel bad. Have you had those conversations where it's like, yeah, well, I feel bad, but I feel better now, or this is how I felt, and it's okay. Sometimes people grow.
100%. I mean, like, I think the nucleus of who we are as artists is to not just share one side of things. Then like, that's the like very sunshine and rainbow side of things. Sometimes it's the raw stuff. It's sometimes things that you wouldn't have as a like you wouldn't discuss at the dinner table with your parents, and then it comes out online and they're like, oh my gosh. But I think it's important to share everything, and as long as you keep it positive and authentic, I think that you can't go wrong. And they definitely, as much as it makes them uncomfortable sometimes, they definitely understand where it's
Yeah.
coming.
Is there a part of you that you feel you haven't shared yet that you hope to, or at least maybe use your music to manifest a part of you that you want to see?
I think all of the above. I mean, Rev isn't not it. There's so many sides to that question that are super interesting. I mean, Rev is obviously not my real name. My real name is Brianna. And I feel like I created this kind of superhero within Rev, which were like it's kind of like my alter ego, where it's all of my favorite parts of myself that make me feel strong and empowered. And that's how I get to write the narrative, which is really special. So that's that answer to that question. But then also my music, like I got raw and really honest on, I mean, the world hasn't heard the album yet that's set to come out next year, but there's a lot of things that I hadn't even said out loud before that are going on that album. So I'm really excited to show the world that part of me, and also and writing it, just showing myself who I was and really reflecting for the first time in my entire life on a very deep level.
Mm. Well, Rev means dream, I believe in French. So what is your biggest dream right now? Because it's kind of like you're making your dreams come true. And if there's one thing that I know about life, the minute the dream hits reality, you start seeing, oh, okay, that's not a part I expected. So do you have a new dream, or has the dream altered?
The dream alters every single day. And the more that I get out, like the more that I kind of settle into my role, the bigger it gets, the broader it gets, the more complicated it gets. But I think at its core, it's really just connecting with people and validating their emotions, making them feel seen, just relating to people on a soulful level of like shared experience. And that is something that never changes. And I would love to just do that on a larger scale and to release more music that people will connect to, and then play shows to connect with them and look them in the eyes and be like, hey, we're in this together. Like, we have this amazing shared experience, and how great that we get to be together and celebrate it together and dance.
That is really exciting, because it's also like, wow, I'm not as alone as I think I am on
Totally.
this earth.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next question. With the album coming soon, what is one song that you're like really excited that you're like, we are gonna share an experience with this one?
Ooh. Wow. The whole album is a roller coaster. So that's the experience in itself. But there's this one song called Saturn Return that I wrote about coming home. And that doesn't in the song, it describes coming home to my hometown of Montreal, but it's also coming home to people, and the people that make you feel like you're at home. And I think that's something that we can relate to, especially when we go out and we pursue something a little bit risky, or we take a chance on ourselves and we finally come home. And it's like that sense of relief that we get when we return, when we have our Saturn return, so to speak, in many
Yeah.
ways.
You come back with more prizes to show off a little bit.
Yeah, totally.
Ooh, that is exciting. So right now in your life, what would you say is the prize to you? What is like the thing that's like keeping you warm inside?
Just to see how positively the music has affected people. I mean, I had a song come out in June called Tongue, and I came out as bisexual with that song. And I had a couple of people come up to me at my shows this summer, and I just wrote it as like a quirky, really fun song. And it's just about, being like infatuated with a woman. And I had people come up to me at the end of my shows of the summer being like, your song helped me come out to my parents. And it's like, you never know the effect that you're going to have on somebody. And even if it's just like a fun dance bop and like Control-Alt-Delete, they're like, that song got me through a really tough summer. And so you never know the effect that like you're going to have on your audience. And that's like the most special part to me.
Yeah. Yeah, especially because I think with your music, there is a funness and like a purging of emotions. And it's not, I think people want that. They want to like dance away old bad feelings and behaviors that they feel have clung on for too long.
Totally. And I feel like, especially a lot of stuff, for me at least, and I feel like I can speak for a lot of people, is that we just came out of such a dark time, and we need to switch up in the energy, and we need to get happy again and just be silly and celebrate and like basically just heal and come to terms with a lot of stuff that came to a head when we were just isolated for the last couple of years.
Ooh. Well, I know that they told me like you love tarots and stuff, so like let me whip those out. Just gonna shuffle right in front of you, and then like whip out oh, this one came out flying. Ooh, the Queen of Cups.
Ooh.
Ooh, I love the Queen of Cups because it means that somebody's elevating into a sense of authority, but that their feelings and their money are completely connected. So it's kind of like the better you feel, the more money you get.
Interesting.
It is interesting because it's like money, it's like feelings open you up to the opportunity. And some people say it's vibrations, but it's also like clarity. Like I can't see a rainbow if my eyes are cloudy from crying.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you're definitely
Yeah, exactly.
elevating to, oh, you're getting so many pentacles right now. So you're getting the nine of pentacles
Oh,
is it's kind of a nine of pentacles is really good because it's also learning. So it really goes into that queen of cups of just kind of learning new businesses, learning new business practices, being invited to kind of come a little bit more in control, not of just, but the feeling is not just of your career, but of music itself. So maybe there's an opportunity popping up where it's just like you're not just the artist, but you're somebody maybe managing something, because you get the knight of cups, and that is a card. Knights are the people that go out for the king. They're the ones that are doing the real work, they're fighting the real war.
nice.
So it's kind of like you're going to have to do these two things: learn more about money and kind of put yourself out there in terms of your feelings so that you can become an authority figure, not just an artist. Maybe it's a
Interesting.
mixture of both, but there is a feeling of kind of, yeah, you're going to be more authoritative as an artist, but you are going to have like more power in something else that is music.
That's cool. Cause I think especially in today's, industry, like it's not enough to just be an artist anymore. Like, and especially as a woman, like you really need to know your business. And you're not just an artist creating music in the studio and performing. You're also a content creator. You're helping build fan experiences. Like you're wearing all of these hats, and like the climate has changed so much, even in the last 2 years with TikTok, and you have to be online more. And it's a steep learning curve every day. So that really makes sense.
That's so interesting because you pulled out, I feel like the first card you pulled out when you said that is like Four of Cups, which is, you're getting like a lot of cups right now, which are usually emotions mixed with money. And the Four of Cups is an interesting card because it always means apathy. It always means just make sure you don't shut down a little bit or kind of let things go, because it's like a little bombarding, because then you have the Ace of Cups and you have the Two of Pentacles, which Ace of Cups means home. It means somebody who's trying to build a foundation. And oh no, sorry, this isn't the Ace of Pentacles, this is the Knight of Pentacles. So again, you're getting a card that says just put yourself out there. If you want the
Right.
foundation, if you want the power, be wary of kind of getting apathetic or getting too bombarded and confused from how much you need to learn.
Right. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Mm-hmm.
Why is it you're like, I'm never apathetic?
Well, it can be overwhelming for sure because there's no
Yeah,
roadmap, right?
I
So,
think it is. I think because of exactly what you just mentioned, which is kind of like, oh my God, I have to be 30 things to be one thing. And sometimes I don't even know if I like that one thing
mhm.
anymore. So now I got to do these 30 things. And it's a lot of constant self-reflection and self-analysis. What do I really want? And that's exhausting on a person. Because
It
sometimes
can be
I want to do it. I just want to do things.
totally. But it also shows you so much about who you are as a person and how strong you can be if you're tested as well, and you impress yourself, and that's how you grow.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. So you're definitely getting, you got the Nine of Cups upside down. Nine of Cups means
Uh-oh.
dream come true. So when it's
Okay.
upside down, they say it means the opposite, but I don't think it means that way with you. What I think it means is, because then you get the Ten of Cups, which is like home, everything, you got all the abundance that you ever wanted. So I think what it means is that the more, because you're getting so many like emotional learning cards, it seems like it's just saying the more you learn what home is, the more that rev, that dream expands so that you feel it coming true.
Right.
So that you,
Yeah.
like, it's kind of like, how do I know if my dream is coming true when it changes every 2 seconds?
Right. Yeah.
Like that's really what it is. And Seven of Swords is just like a warning that fighting with people and having enemies is inevitable.
Of course. Yes.
And
Everybody's gonna have some.
And it kind of connects with the apathy card, because it when it appears when those two cards appear, it means that somebody who's kind of like, please no more BS people. I'm done. Like it's the danger of shutting down because somebody, it's like, oh God, 3 enemies in one day. Shush. Everybody be
Yeah.
quiet. I'll pull your last 3 and then we'll see, because I always want to know more. And I'm sure you do, but you got a really powerful message. Yeah.
Thank you. This has been so great.
Ooh, okay. So you got 5 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Again, just warning about the power of feelings, to never shut down, never shut down. And the last card that you got is the Emperor, which is an authority figure. And you got it reversed again, but I think it's again because you're going to be finding your path. And I think it's also, there is the feeling that there are people entering your life in love and business that are going to elevate you.
Interesting.
So it's like, I feel a sense of love as well. I don't know. I don't really go into that, but I don't know if it's romantic or just deep friendship, but it's powerful people that are going to be like, I like you as a human being. So I'm going to make you powerful as a person.
Huh.
And you're going to be like,
Okay.
and you're going to be like, well, I could connect to that. I'm into that.
Oh yeah, I'm totally into that. Bring it my way.
And your album,
let's go. Let's manifest.
It's all those people are definitely entering in and around your album release.
Okay.
So like
That's
those months, either like just before, but definitely months after, they're coming in.
Okay, that's good to know.
And you don't have
lots of,
right?
I've never put so many cups at a reading before. That's wild.
I think it's a good thing, because it kind of is saying that you've elevated enough in feeling to manifest the things you want for yourself. But then clarity comes in A, what you want, and B, the effect that it has. When you're person getting what you want, you're going to meet people that don't want you to have it. And those people can make you shut down because they're exhausting, or it's just like, you know, it's like I have to act like I know before I actually do. And that's a really hard act to pull off sometimes, especially with an enemy, because you're like, no, I know I want it. And they're like, do you? And you're like, yes. Yeah. Yes, I do. So those are the things that kind of, but it seems like you're emotionally headed to where you need to be profitably.
Okay. Well, hallelujah. That's amazing news.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck in everything. No questions, right?
It was a pretty clear message. Usually it's a little bit more ambiguous, but this seemed like pretty clear.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, ambiguity, I feel like with tarot readings, ambiguity comes like either sometimes it's the reader, or the person you're being read. Like the energies can only go so far. And then you never know who's jealous, who wants something. So it's a little like clash, but these were beautiful. And I think you got a great message, and it's just so filled with hope and beauty. That's like, yes, I'll take it.
I'm, what did they say? I accept this energy.
Yeah.
Yes, I accept this energy.
I mean, money and good vibes, I accept it.
Money and great vibes, and saying no to the haters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's it, because I think we only have like 15, 20, but this was awesome. And
yeah, this was so cool. Thank you so much. Time.
Yeah, and I wish you all the luck in the world. It seems like you're going to have it. And yeah, thank you. It was lovely meeting you.
So lovely meeting you. I'll see you soon.
See you. Bye, Ty.
Bye, Dandra. Thank you. Thanks, Rêve. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.